Your therapist sold a list of everyone she's diagnosed with depression to Facebook. Your pharmacy app sold your prescription history to insurance companies who are now charging you more. And your period tracking app. It just sold your pregnancy data to data brokers who will target you with baby ads before you've even told your family. And here's the part that will make you furious: all of this is completely legal. I'm about to show you something that will genuinely shock you, even if you think you know about privacy. Because what's happening with your health data right now is so much worse than anything I've covered on this channel. Let's get into it. Before I show you the proof, let me ask you something. When was the last time you went to the doctor? Filled a prescription? Used a fitness app? Searched for symptoms on Google? Congratulations, your most private, sensitive, personal health information is being packaged up and sold to the highest bidder right now. And the companies doing it aren't even hiding it. They're putting it right in their terms of service that nobody reads. I read them. All of them. And what I found is absolutely insane. Let me start with something that happened to me personally. A few months ago, I downloaded a popular mental health app. You've probably seen the ads. It promises affordable therapy, convenient scheduling, all from your phone. Sounds great, right? So I created an account, filled out their intake questionnaire. They asked about my mental health history, current symptoms, medications I'm on, trauma I've experienced. Really personal stuff. Then I did what nobody does. I read their privacy policy. All 47 pages of it. Buried on page 23, in a section titled, How We Share Your Information, I found this sentence: we may share de-identified health information with third-party partners for marketing, research, and analytics purposes. De-identified. That's the magic word they use. It means they remove your name and supposedly you can't be identified. But here's the thing, a study from MIT found that 99.98% of Americans can be re-identified from supposedly anonymous health data using just their zip code, birth date, and gender. Information these apps definitely have. But it gets worse. Much worse. I kept reading. Another section said they share data with advertising partners to provide you with relevant content. Translation: they're telling Facebook and Google about your mental health so they can show you targeted ads. And then the real kicker: we may share information as required by law or in connection with a corporate transaction such as a merger or acquisition. So if this company gets bought, all of your therapy session notes, all your diagnoses, everything you've ever told them, gets handed over to whoever buys them. And you have zero say in it. I immediately deleted the app. But here's the problem: the data's already out there. Once it's shared, you can't take it back. And this isn't just one shady app. This is the entire health data industry. So let me show you exactly how bad this is. Let's start with something everyone has, a smartphone. You probably have health apps on it right now. Fitness trackers, period trackers, symptom checkers, medication reminders, mental health apps, meditation apps, diet apps. I analyzed the privacy policies of the 20 most popular health apps. Want to know how many of them sell your data? 18. 18 out of 20. And the 2 that don't? They're subscription-based, so you're paying them not to sell your data. Everyone else? You're the product. Here's what they're collecting: your weight, height, sleep patterns, exercise routines, menstrual cycles, sexual activity, medications, symptoms you search for, conditions you have, foods you eat, how many steps you take, your heart rate, your blood pressure. Some apps access your phone's location data to see which doctors you visit. Some scan your photos to analyze your appearance. And all of this data is being packaged up and sold to data brokers, advertisers, insurance companies, and anyone else willing to pay. Let me give you a specific example. There's a popular period tracking app with over 100 million downloads. Millions of women use it to track their cycles, log their symptoms, record when they're trying to get pregnant. It feels private, right? It's health data, it should be protected. Except it's not. This app shares data with Facebook, Google, and multiple data brokers. When you log that you're trying to get pregnant, Facebook knows. When you log a missed period, Facebook knows. When you track that you might be pregnant, Facebook knows before your partner does, before your doctor does, maybe even before you take a test. And then the algorithm kicks in. Suddenly you're seeing ads for pregnancy tests, prenatal vitamins, maternity clothes, baby products. You haven't announced anything. You haven't searched for anything. But the ads know. Because your period tracking app sold you out. And if you think that's just annoying advertising, think bigger. That data is also being sold to insurance companies. Data brokers create health profiles on millions of Americans and sell them to anyone who wants them. Now let's talk about pharmacies, because this is where it gets really disturbing. You know those pharmacy apps? CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid. The ones that are so convenient for refilling prescriptions and checking your medication history. They're selling your prescription data. Not to each other. To data brokers and advertisers. They claim it's de-identified, but research has proven that's basically meaningless. If you're on antidepressants, they know. If you're on HIV medication, they know. If you're on diabetes medication, they know. And they're selling that information. There was a lawsuit a few years ago where it came out that major pharmacy chains were selling prescription records to data brokers who were then selling them to insurance companies. Insurance companies were using this data to determine who to insure and how much to charge. Think about that. You fill a prescription for a chronic condition, and suddenly your insurance premiums go up where you get denied coverage, not because you filed a claim, but because a data broker told them about your prescription. Now you might be thinking, wait, isn't this illegal? Doesn't HIPAA protect my health information? And here's where I'm going to blow your mind. HIPAA, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, only applies to specific entities, healthcare providers, insurance companies, and their business associates. It does not apply to apps on your phone. It does not apply to fitness trackers. It does not apply to most of the companies collecting your health data. If you voluntarily enter your health information into an app, that app is not bound by HIPAA. They can do whatever they want with it. Your doctor can't share your medical records without your permission. That's HIPAA. But the app you use to track those same medical conditions? Totally legal to sell everything you tell it. The pharmacy can't share your prescription records without authorization. But the pharmacy app? Different company, different rules. They can share whatever they want. This is the loophole that's allowing a multi-billion-dollar health data industry to exist completely legally. Let me show you how this plays out in real life. There was a case reported a couple years ago about a man who was denied life insurance. He'd never had any major health issues, never filed any significant insurance claims. But he was denied. When he pushed for an explanation, it eventually came out that a data broker had flagged him as high risk. Why? Because he'd been searching online for information about a family member's illness. He wasn't sick. He was just looking up information to help a relative. But the data broker's algorithm flagged those searches, added them to his profile, and sold that profile to the insurance company. His life insurance was denied because he Googled the wrong thing. Another example, a woman was targeted with rehab center ads and addiction recovery services. She'd never had a substance abuse problem. Never searched for anything related to it. Turned out she'd been using a meditation app that tracked how often she used it and for how long. She was using it multiple times a day because she found it relaxing. The app's algorithm interpreted frequent use as a sign of anxiety or addiction issues, flagged her profile, sold it to data brokers, and suddenly she's being categorized as someone with potential substance abuse problems. This categorization is now in multiple databases and there's no way for her to correct it. Now let's talk about something even more sinister, mental health data. There are dozens of therapy apps, mental health check-in apps, mood trackers, all very popular, especially after the pandemic. People are putting their deepest struggles, their diagnoses, their trauma, their medications into these apps. And most of these apps are selling that data. I found multiple apps that explicitly state they share mental health information with advertising partners. Imagine telling a therapist you have depression and that therapist immediately calling up Facebook to let them know. You'd be outraged. You'd report them. They'd lose their license. But when an app does it, completely legal. And it's not just Facebook. They're sharing with data brokers who are creating mental health profiles on millions of Americans. These profiles include diagnoses, symptom severity, treatment history, medication compliance, all sold to whoever wants to buy it. And who's buying? Insurance companies, for one. There have been multiple reports of insurance companies purchasing mental health data from data brokers to identify people who might be high risk. Employers, for another. While it's illegal to discriminate based on mental health, it's very hard to prove discrimination if an employer just claims they found a better candidate. If they've purchased data indicating you have a history of severe depression or anxiety, do you really think that's not influencing their decision, even subconsciously? Let's talk about one more category, genetic data. Companies like 23andMe and Ancestry have convinced millions of people to send in their DNA. You get a fun report about your ancestry and health predispositions. What you might not know is what happens to that genetic data afterward. These companies own your genetic information. They can do research on it. They can share it with pharmaceutical companies. Some have explicitly stated they may share genetic data with insurance companies and law enforcement. There was a case where a man was identified as a suspect in a cold case murder because his relative had submitted DNA to a genealogy website. The police accessed the database, found a partial match, and tracked down the suspect's family. Now, catching criminals sounds good, right? But think about the precedent. Your DNA, your actual genetic code, is in a database that law enforcement can access without a warrant in many cases. And it's not just your DNA. It's your entire family's genetic information. Your cousin submits their DNA, and now the police have partial information about you, even though you never consented. And insurance companies are very interested in genetic data. If they know you have a genetic predisposition to certain diseases, they can charge you more or deny coverage in the future. Right now, the Genetic Information Non-Discrimination Act provides some protections, but it doesn't cover life insurance, disability insurance, or long-term care insurance. And there's constant lobbying to weaken these protections further. So let's talk about why this matters. Some people hear this and think, I don't care if they know I have allergies or that I exercise 3 times a week. Who cares? But this isn't about whether you personally care. This is about power and control. When companies know intimate details about your health, they have power over you. They can manipulate you with targeted advertising. They can sell that information to employers, insurers, lenders, anyone willing to pay. They can create a permanent health profile that follows you forever, with no ability for you to correct errors or remove information. This is about discrimination. Even if it's illegal to discriminate based on health status, if companies have access to your health data, discrimination will happen. It'll just be hidden behind other justifications. This is about autonomy. Your health information is the most personal data you have. The fact that it's being commodified and sold without your meaningful consent is a fundamental violation of privacy and bodily autonomy. And here's the thing that keeps me up at night, this is just the beginning. As artificial intelligence gets better at analyzing data, these health profiles are going to become incredibly sophisticated. AI will be able to predict your future health problems, your likelihood of developing certain conditions, your life expectancy, all based on the data you're voluntarily handing over to apps and websites. And that predictive data will be sold. Insurance companies will use it to deny coverage before you even get sick. Employers will use it to avoid hiring people who might have health issues down the line. We're creating a future where your health data defines your opportunities, your costs, your access to services. And it's all happening right now, legally, while most people have no idea it's even occurring. So what do we actually do about this? Because awareness is great but action is what matters. First, audit your apps right now. Go through every health-related app on your phone. Read the privacy policy, or at least search for the words, share, third party, and advertising. If they're sharing your data, delete the app. Yes, it's inconvenient. Yes, you might lose tracking history. But your privacy is worth more than step counts. Second, use the web instead of apps when possible. Medical portals, pharmacy websites, they're often more secure than apps and collect less extraneous data. Apps want constant access to your phone's data. Websites get one session. Third, lie to non-essential health apps. If a fitness app asks for your birth date, lie. If it asks for your weight, round to the nearest 10. If it asks for your email, use a burner email. Give them useless data, so even if they sell it, it's garbage. Fourth, opt out of data sharing wherever possible. Most apps have settings buried somewhere that let you limit data sharing. It's deliberately hard to find, but look for it. Turn off everything you can. Fifth, pay for privacy when it matters. If you need a mental health app or a serious medical tracking tool, pay for a service that explicitly doesn't sell data. If the app is free, you are the product. If you're paying, you're the customer, and they're less likely to monetize your data. Sixth, use separate devices for sensitive health tracking. If you're tracking something very personal, use a device that's not connected to your main digital identity. A basic fitness tracker that doesn't sync to the cloud is better than a smartphone app that shares everything with advertising networks. Seventh, talk to your doctor about paper records. I know it sounds old-fashioned, but if you're discussing something sensitive, consider asking your doctor not to enter it into the electronic system if possible. Or at least understand that once it's in the system, it could potentially be accessed by dozens of people and organizations you never consented to. 8. Support legislation that closes these loopholes. Contact your representatives. Tell them you want HIPAA expanded to cover all health data, not just data held by traditional healthcare providers. Tell them you want opt-in consent, not opt-out. Tell them you want the right to know who has your health data and the right to demand its deletion. 9th, be strategic about genetic testing. If you want to know your ancestry or health predispositions, understand that you're potentially exposing your entire family's genetic information. Read the terms very carefully. Understand that this data could be accessed by law enforcement, sold to research companies, or used against you or your relatives in the future. It might be worth the trade-off for you, but go in with eyes open. 10th, assume everything is being tracked and act accordingly. Don't search for health symptoms on Google while logged in. Use a privacy-focused search engine like DuckDuckGo. Don't discuss health issues in emails or messages that could be scanned. Don't post about health problems on social media. Assume that anything digital is permanent and will be monetized. Look, I know this all sounds paranoid. I know it sounds exhausting. But I've spent weeks researching this, reading privacy policies, talking to experts, and I'm telling you, this is not theoretical. This is happening right now to millions of people. Your health data is being sold as you watch this video. And most people have no idea. The health data industry is worth billions of dollars annually. That money is coming from somewhere. It's coming from your privacy. It's coming from your health information being treated as a commodity instead of as something deeply personal that should be protected. And the worst part is that it's all legal. There's no massive scandal to uncover here. There's no criminal conspiracy. This is just capitalism applied to your most intimate data, enabled by outdated laws and regulatory loopholes. I want to be clear about something, I'm not anti-technology. I'm not suggesting we go back to paper everything and never use digital health tools. Technology can improve healthcare, make it more accessible, help people manage chronic conditions. But it needs to be done with strong privacy protections, meaningful consent, and serious consequences for companies that abuse that trust. Right now, we have none of those things. The fact that a period tracking app can legally sell your pregnancy data to Facebook is insane. The fact that a mental health app can legally share your depression diagnosis with advertisers is insane. The fact that your pharmacy app can legally sell your prescription history to data brokers who sell it to insurance companies is insane. And the fact that all of this is happening while people think they're protected by HIPAA is perhaps the most insane part of all. Here's my challenge to you, after watching this video, go through your phone right now. Every health app, every fitness tracker, every meditation app, every symptom checker. Look at what data they're collecting. Read their privacy policy, at least the section about data sharing. And then decide if that convenience is worth the privacy you're giving up. I'm betting for most of these apps, it's not. And then, talk about this. Share this video. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Because the only way this changes is if enough people understand what's happening and demand better. Companies will keep doing this as long as it's profitable and legal. We need to make it unprofitable by refusing to use services that exploit our data, and we need to make it illegal by demanding our legislators close these loopholes. I've covered a lot of disturbing topics on this channel. Data breaches, dark web marketplaces, companies lying about hacks. But this might be the most disturbing, because it's not even hidden. It's right there in the terms of service. They're telling you they're going to sell your health data, and we're all just clicking agree without reading it. So here's what I want you to do. Drop a comment and tell me, did you know this was happening? Have you ever read the privacy policy of a health app you use? And after watching this, are you going to change anything about how you handle your health data digitally? Because I'm genuinely curious how many people knew about this versus how many are learning about it for the first time. And if you want me to dig deeper into any specific company or app, let me know in the comments. I'm considering doing a follow-up where I actually request my data from these companies under privacy laws to see exactly what they have on me and who they've shared it with. That could be a really eye-opening video. Let me know if you want to see that. Next week, I'm going even deeper into how hackers are specifically targeting healthcare systems, because while your apps are selling your data legally, hackers are also stealing medical records illegally, and the combination of both is creating a nightmare scenario for privacy. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Look, I know this video was heavy. I know it's uncomfortable to think about. But you deserve to know what's happening with your most personal information. You deserve to make informed choices about what apps you use and what data you share. And you deserve privacy protections that actually protect you in the modern digital world. Right now, we don't have that. But maybe if enough of us start paying attention and demanding change, we can get there. Thanks for watching. Check your apps. Read those privacy policies. And stay safe out there. I'll see you in the next one. Claude is AI and can make mistakes. Please double check responses.